tránh xa khỏi ngành cảnh sát. Ok, đó. Thế là xong. Bây giờ tôi bây giờ tôi đang đi đến library đây thưa quý vị. Library tức là Burnshaven Library của thành phố Burnsville. Ô quỳ 5 phút rồi, tắt đi nha. Quay lại từ đầu. Ok, đến đây và ấy, cái này để như vậy đúng rồi chứ sao mà lại ngưng như vậy đó.
Harper Audio presents When to Rob a Bank and 131 More Warped Suggestions and Well-Intended Rants by Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner. Read by Stephen D. Levitt, Stephen J. Dubner, Eric Bergman, and Therese Plummer. What do blogs and bottled water have in common? 10 years ago, as we were about to publish a book called Freakonomics, we decided to start a companion website. It was called, unimaginatively, Freakonomics.com. The site happened to offer a blogging function. Levitt, who's always a few years behind, had never heard of a blog, much less read or written one. I explained the idea. Levitt remained unconvinced. Let's just give it a try, I said. It was so early in our partnership that Levitt hadn't yet come to understand that those 6 words were my way of getting him to do all sorts of things he never intended to do. So, we gave the blog a try. Here is the first post we wrote. Unleashing our baby. Every parent thinks he has the most beautiful baby in the world. Evolution, it seems, has molded our brains so that if you stare at your own baby's face day after day after day, it starts to look beautiful. When other people's children have food clotted on their faces, it looks disgusting. With your own kid, it's somehow endearing. Well, we've been staring at the Freakonomics manuscript so much that it now looks beautiful to us. Warts,
I'm returning videos here.
So we started to think that maybe some people would actually want to read it, and after reading it, might even want to express their opinions about it. Thus, the birth of this website. We hope it's a happy, or at least happily contentious, home for some time to come. And it has been a happy home. Our blog writing tends to be more casual, more personal, more opinionated than how we write our books. We're just as likely to float a question as to give a concrete answer. We've written things we only thought halfway through and later regretted. We've written things we did think through, but also later regretted. But mostly, having the blog gave us good reason to stay curious and open about the world. Unlike that first post, the vast majority of the blog entries were written by just one of us, not the pair, as in our book writing. We sometimes ask friends and even enemies to write for the blog. We've held forums asking a bunch of smart people to answer a tough question, and Q&As with people like Daniel Kahneman and a high-end call girl named Allie. For several years, the New York Times hosted the blog, which gave it a veneer of legitimacy that wasn't quite warranted, but the Times eventually came to its senses and sent us off to do the thing we do once more on our lonesome. All these years, we routinely asked ourselves why we kept blogging. There was no obvious answer. It didn't pay. There wasn't any evidence the blog helped sell more copies of our books. In fact, it may have cannibalized sales, since every day we were giving away our writing. But over time, we realized why we kept at it. Our readers liked reading the blog, and we loved our readers. Their curiosity and ingenuity, and especially their playfulness, have kept us at it. And in this audio program, you will hear ample evidence of their spirit. Occasionally, a reader would suggest that we turn our blog writing into a book. This struck us